So,
Foxtrot 232 is pulling to the garage now.
hey, somebody let... Oh, never mind. I guess you're gonna go let EMS in. How are we gonna make him take his uniform off?
Make him fly out. Once we're done with him. That's the only way to really do it.
Hey, let me out. Oh, thanks, big man. What the hell, are you like in the drug committee or something? Oh, you don't even talk much either. That makes sense.
We'll take care.
You can sit in there as well, just, look scary. I thought you was here to, like, torture him or something, Advanced interrogation. I don't think anybody recognizes your voice anyway. Brian, can you recognize this person over here?
No. Alright. Well, we can't get through here, so...
We'll walk
We'll just
long
have
way.
to take him around.
Yeah.
Are you... Oh, you want me to... Why don't you
Yes.
do it? Why don't you do it? I'll go
Why
get
don't
set
you
up
do
in
it?
there. I'll get set up in there.
Why's the superintendent gotta do it?
Because you're his boss. Alright, Mr. Red.
Mm-hmm.
You have any idea as to why we are here today?
To be honest, no. I just went on duty like it's a normal day to go on duty and was assisting sheriffs because they asked for my help, and now I'm here.
Okay. Nothing out of the ordinary today occurred or happened or anything?
Not that I can recall anyways. I mean, there's a couple robbery scenes I did earlier. Other than that, no.
Walk me through your day today. Everything that happened, I want you to tell me.
It'd be nice if I knew exactly what the charges were.
I told you the charges at
I'd
the
like to know them
play
again.
We can read them again. That's fine. We'll read them again.
Okie dokie. So, as I said at Flywheels, you're being charged with, you're under arrest for Title 2, Section 10, Grand Theft. Title 2, Section 12, Grand Theft of a Firearm. Title 4, Section 22, Corruption of Public Duty. Title 4, Section 23, Corruption of Public Office. Title 9, Section 05, Unlicensed Sale of a Firearm. Title 9, Section 08, Possession of Weaponry with Intent to Sell. Now, I've read them out to you.
Okay, so
You know
proof
what
do
they
you
are?
have? Now I do. What proof do you have to prove any of that? Right now, this just sounds like they're allegations.
Well, I can assure you they are not allegations, and
So
I
what
want you
proof
to
do you
tell
have?
me what have you done today. Tell me everything you've done
All right,
today.
you know what? You already know I did it, and I don't know how the hell you guys know.
Tell me what you did today. Tell me what you did
guns
today.
earlier today. Okay, first thing I did on duty, sold guns. All right, sold some shotguns and snipers. I was forced to do it. All right, I was
What do you
forced by
mean?
Drew Williams to do it and Marcus. They
How was you
me
forced?
to do it. Drew, this happened about a week ago. Drew came up to me one night when I was on my way driving to the station to go off duty and fly out for the night to go back to my other town to go to bed. And it happened, they came across me, ran up to my patrol car with a gun pointing at me. It then insisted on getting in my car, told me to get in my car with a pistol at my head. So following his orders, he made me drive down here to MRPD and get him some rifles. So I did that out of fear for my life with a gun to my head, did that. All right. And then I don't know, because then Marcus got my number somehow. Marcus Williams. I don't have my phone, so I can't give you his exact whatever name it is or his number.
Well, before we go to that, just based on what you've said, someone forced you to sell guns previously, right?
And
you didn't think
told
to come
do it.
tell your state police
I couldn't.
supervisors with the full force of
couldn't.
the state police to deal with the situation. Why not? Why couldn't you
Because he
tell
told me
anyone?
he knew where I lived, knew where I slept, and everything.
So you're a state trooper and you fear someone like that, knowing the resources we have and the abilities that we can counteract these behaviors.
You know how many unsolved cases you guys still have and stuff yet to be. So yeah, I was a little scared.
I mean, it's pretty good that we're able to solve this one.
Dude told me he knew where I lived and everything. Marcus got a hold of me. Like I said, somehow he got my number, got a hold of me, gave me his order, and I told him I didn't want to do it. Said I was forced to do it before, which is the only reason it happened. And I didn't want to do it. He said, well, I know where you live. I know where you sleep. I know where you eat. I know all your favorite spots.
Did you say it was a green motorcycle?
Sorry, I'm coming back in now.
Okay, let's continue with the fun.
You were talking there for a second. I was out of my head and didn't hear nothing.
No, I'm not
Sorry.
talking. I was waiting for the
Ah, yeah,
captain to
sorry.
arrive. So going back to it, you said you were threatened and people knew where you lived and what you do for your day. That made you fear that you could tell your work colleagues or your CID department.
Well, I never really know CID is ever active, so I just didn't ever think of it too. And they told me if they were going to do it, they were going to kill me and my whole family. So
How would they know you've talked? You're a state
clearly,
trooper.
you
should
guys
know.
knew somehow, and I can't physically know how without breaking any rules. To be honest with you.
You
Okay, so
put
why
a-
arrest me?
You put a
why
long
arrest
rifle
me and
in
why
your
not just come
pocket.
talk to me?
Come
Why do
talk
this?
to
Take
you
my
for
job, fire
selling
me
weapons.
for doing what? Well, I'm sorry, I was forced against my will. I had to do. I had no choices. And CID's never been active until just like 2 days ago is when they actually started picking up. There's nothing I could have done. Yes,
We've
I
always been
I did a
operating.
sell this morning. Okay,
CID's
did.
always been operating.
but I
There
know
are plenty
exactly
of
who I
people
sold
you could
to.
tell.
Okay, well, I also know who I
Who
sold
did
to.
you sell to then?
Marcus Williams.
Okay, what did you sell him?
I sold him 10 shotguns, 10 heavy snipers, 500 rounds of Bear 50 cal. He gave me $2 million for it. He loaded it up into a darkened colored gray
So
van.
you was being forced to do it, but accepted money.
I didn't want the money. I just told him, I was like, if this is the only way it gets me scot free from him and his people, or whoever he knows, that was the only way. I told him I
And
didn't want any money for it.
He held you at gunpoint to do this, or you like met him willingly, voluntarily?
I had no choice. I had to meet him voluntarily. He said if not, he
Somebody
was
go out
going to
there
send
and
his
take care of
guys to
these
come
guys.
get me.
I mean, you've always got a choice. You could have, like I said before, you could have told your supervisor, in confidence, and said, "Hey, listen, I'm in a very bad situation," but instead you met up.
Somebody go to his Charger and take the $2 million out of the trunk. Okay, he said he had the $2 million in his trunk from the transaction, so.
up to me with a gun, got in my car with a gun, and forced me to do it. He said, well, you don't have a choice now. It's either this or I'm sending people I know where you live, this and that, or I'm going to kill you or put a hit on you. At first, I told him, fine, go ahead, put a hit on me. I don't care. But then he ended up bringing up saying, we don't have issues or beef with each other, and I like you. So I respected him of that. So he cut me a little slack and said, if you just do this, this is the only time I'm asking you to do it. This will get me scot-free off the hook with him and his people or whoever he knows.
So,
So-
I've got to ask. Sorry, Blitz.
No, go ahead.
So you told us before that you didn't say anything to us out of fear of, the retaliation from them putting a hit out on you or something. Yet you're in here telling us everything, and that's okay because we can protect you now. They won't do anything.
It doesn't
to you.
matter if you can
So why
protect
couldn't you
me or
tell
not.
us?
I'm
Why
never
couldn't
going
you
to get
tell
my
us
job
before
back. That's the whole point. I wanted to be a trooper. That's why I applied to begin with.
to sell firearms?
No, to be an actual cop. See, I didn't even want to do it the first time, but I had no choice with a guy in my car with a gun to
Yeah,
me.
the guns
I
to
had
your
no
head.
choice
But
on
the
that.
second time you met him voluntarily, he threw a briefcase of cash at you, and you picked it up and drove off with
He
it.
put it in my trunk. I wasn't even paying attention to what he was doing. I walked
know-
away and let him do his thing.
You know that we've helped people in situations like this before, right?
I don't know a lot of shit you guys do because you're command, so I don't know how all you operate. It doesn't matter. I'm already fired anyways. It's not like I'm gonna get the job back. And even if I was to somehow
check.
magically get it back, I already know where I'm starting at. I'm gonna have to start right back all the way back to the bottom as cadet. Guarantee it.
I mean, after this, I imagine you won't be in any law enforcement capacity.
Which is a little messed up, dude. I sent you some shit to try to help out the department.
You wanted to propose a gang task force, and I think, after this has come to light, I think it would have been a bit messed up if a person who sells firearms to criminals
I didn't
ran a
have
gang
a
task
choice.
force.
I didn't have a choice. I'm
You
sorry.
said
Go to
you met
command
him-
staff who's
you
rarely
said you met
active,
him
who's rarely on.
Rarely
Why-
active. Really.
Why go to a superintendent?
mean-
He just said he wanted me to go to him. All right. Why go to him when I know it's going to get pushed off to the side?
Pushed off to the side. I mean, we're stood here. The superintendent, the captain, there's another captain here, is investigating this matter like we investigate everything else, and you're saying we're rarely here. I mean, I think that's a bit messed up.
This whole
Try-
situation's messed up.
try-
It would have been
try to
nice if you
cover
just
your
would have
tracks.
came to me.
I mean,
And I'm not
here's-
covering shit. I'm telling you guys everything exactly what happened, step from step. I'm not denying it,
the
even if you guys
problem-
have proof or
problem
not.
that I-
I'm
the
not denying
problem that
nothing.
I have I appreciate that. Like I said, honesty was the best policy, and the problem that I have with this is that you voluntarily met with him today and made this exchange of weapons from money and whatnot.
I had to.
But, well, okay, you had to, but then after it happened, you didn't report it to anybody.
Because I didn't think anything of it. Because I wanted to keep it off the books. Due to the fact is, because you guys would have fired me anyways, even if I came to you. It wouldn't have mattered.
Even if you came to us and said, "Hey, listen, here's what happened," I would have been much more understanding if you came to me and said, "Hey, I got forced to do this in exchange for this money that's in my car, and I need some help." That could have solved this whole predicament that we're in right now.
Who did you sell to the first time?
And he happened to find me at a red light. He came up to my car. My car
What
was
kind of
not
car
locked
was
at
it?
that specific time. To be honest, I don't remember. I think it was a truck or a local car. I'm not too sure. Yeah, I really don't remember. But he came up to me, got in my car, pointed a gun up. He had a pistol at my head and told me drive. And I said, where? He said, MRPD. I said, okay, for what? And he said, I'll tell you when we get here. He had me park specifically I don't know where we're at exactly. So it's the back area parking lot thing.
Yeah.
The little gated spot. He told me to park in there. He goes, I was like, I never park over here. How do you know about it? He said, I've been taken down this way. So he had me park there. Right. And then he followed me all the way up to the armory and watched me grab everything. He was telling me, you try anything sneaky, I'm going to kill you right here on the spot. So I complied with him. He wanted to follow me up here and back to his car. Those 5, 6, 7 trips I had to make for what he wanted.
What did you want?
It was some ARs, combat pistols, and I think some SMGs. And possibly marksman. but I know for sure it was ARs and everything. Just the basic stuff everybody wants or tries to get their hands on.
And then what happened after that? You took him out
After
to the
that,
car?
yep, I had to. I took him out to the car. He told me to drive to a specific location. He had a van sitting there waiting. So to me, it sounds like he had it pre-planned. He had me drive there. The whole time I had to sit there and move everything over from the trunk of my car into the back of his van when he had a gun pointed at me the whole time. He had my weapons because he wanted to take my weapons so I couldn't defend myself or try to fight back. And then after that happened, he just dropped me there with my car and left. And then that's when a week later, it's when Marcus got a hold of me. Like I said, I don't know if Drew and Marcus know each other or what, but somehow Marcus got my number and he got a hold of me and told me what his order that he wanted. And I said, I can't do it. And then he said, well, you don't have a choice. That's whenever he told me he knows everything about me, where I like to hang out at on and off duty, what I do, where's my favorite spots to eat or go grab a drink at, everything. Like he knows exactly specifically where exactly my house is at and which bedroom's mine.
Okay, where is that?
My house, I had the house that's up in the hills, and my bedroom's on the second floor. Down the stairs.
So he knew that.
Yeah, he knew exactly where I was at. To be fair, in the past when I've been off duty, I have done a couple of house parties. That would be the only way I could think of it, or someone that I've had over at my house that told him.
So you're a state trooper and you've had parties with very dangerous criminals.
Well, I don't invite the criminals. I just invite the good people, and then everybody else kind of starts showing up. Everybody usually would stay outside. I never let anybody in. I don't know. I was a little shit-faced that night, so it's a possibility. Fine. It's a little possibility they could have, snuck past me and everybody and went through the front door while I was shit-faced out back in the pool.
All right. Well, Turtle, do you have any other questions right now?
Not right now, no.
Okay. We'll just have a seat, make yourself comfortable. We'll be back.
He was forced to do it. Okay, fair enough. The first time may have been forced. The second time, no. With the camera that was on the CI.
Yeah.
There was no force there. He was sat there smoking a cigar.
Mm-hmm.
He was waiting. He accepted the money willingly. He said thank you afterwards.
Yep. He never went to his trunk.
No. He never said, no, have it back.
Yeah.
And he's saying that there's no way we have evidence. The CI was wearing, a wire and a camera.
The CI was wired. So, I don't know. I think our next step is to write up a warrant and a search warrant for Drew Williams and all its property and stuff.
And I think we should speak to the judge about getting a life sentence. Yeah, I think we should get a copy of his phone records, and then we can say, "Here, look at this," just to show him that he wasn't forced over text message, because I'm sure we've got them on file. And then we could ask him again.
We can
go through it again.
I've got him.
Yeah.
I can go. I can pull. I mean, I've got his phone with me, so I can read him right here.
Yeah, and then we can see if his story changes. Because I think that's when we'll get him dead to rights. Is that if he starts saying different things. I think that's right. If we just ask him again, see what he says differently.
Yeah.
I mean, he's getting pretty riled up, so let's try to.
I mean, he has every right, but I mean, he only did it to himself, so.
But try to slander us.
All right,
and stuff.
yeah, let's go back. I mean, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but I want to let him know that we do have the evidence already.
Yeah, I mean, I think if we can read the text messages off to him, and then kind of leave it at that. I mean, he pretty much wants proof that we have proof. So
yeah, all right.
Are we going to say that we've got the camera on him at the meetup, or should we leave that out?
No, we'll leave that out because we don't want to burn this.
Okay.
Guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, I can't do any. I have to fly out and fly back in.
Okay. I mean, we can wait for you if you want. You can just sit there for a bit.
And you drop his phone.
I wasn't too happy when he started saying, "We're never there. We never do anything."
Yeah, we're probably the most active command staff.
Really
That's why I walked in there. I was like, I was about to say, are you kidding me?
And then he was, I had to bring up the whole thing, like he's saying, I don't do anything, you know. And I was like, well, you know, you said you wanted to make a gang task force. You wouldn't look very good if the leader of the gang task force was dealing
Selling
firearms
guns.
to
Yes.
criminals.
I'm like, I'm active every single day, whether it's for 10 minutes or if it's for 4 hours. But I fly into the city at least once a day.
Should we put a warrant out for his vehicles as well? Search him, see what he's got in there. All of his police vehicles that he's got.
Oh yeah.
Or just seize them all. Yeah. Yeah. Or did you just want to like seize them all? Yeah. Yeah.
For Drew
But like
Williams,
every vehicle he possesses.
like even civilian.
For everyone involved, like well, excluding the CI, obviously, is well, yeah, we'll still get them. Yeah, we'll get his stuff because he's got a van full of stuff on 2 occasions actually.
I was thinking we do search warrants for Williams and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to go start typing that Detective Holmes? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We'll just make sure we get him delivered to the judge, all right? And we'll get it taken care of, I guess. We go back in there and read him the texts, and I mean, just let him, let him know what we have. So,
Yep, and then we'll leave it at that.
do we want to let him know that it was a CI?
No.
No.
We're not gonna burn him.
Because he's got quite a few other people that he's
True.
working for. So
What about trying to spin him?
Well, he was mentioned. We could say he was already under investigation. CID had an op and was
No, I
following or whatever.
mean, do we want to try to
with
spin
Cle-
Cletus
well,
to help us bust the other people?
well,
like Drew
Marcus
and them?
said Cletus knows that there's other dirty cops. So that's another thing we can bring
Well,
up.
that's
like,
what I'm
say-
going to talk about in the text messages. So
Yeah, just say who else is there? Like you've
Yeah.
not told us that there's other dirty troopers, so
all right,
you're
sounds
just as
good.
bad.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll walk back in.
Maybe work with a sentence plea or something.
Yeah. So life sentence. Life sentence.
Well, I mean, if he's going to give us troopers' names and other
Yeah,
cops
well,
that are
that's what I'm
dirty,
saying
then-
is, I mean, I want to let him know what we're starting with. We're starting with a life sentence, and if we can work
Yes.
it down, then it's working out.
He's gonna need it for the prison where he's going.
Oof. All right,
Get up.
you just something. So we've already reviewed some of the text messages, and in the text messages we see you got a text that said that they need a few items that they have a buyer lined up. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And you replied something along the lines of, they're cracking down and I'm already under the gun.
I never said that.
Well,
These are your texts.
I'm looking at I'm looking at your texts right now.
Just an FYI, if you guys are trying to do life in prison, I kind of don't want to do that.
You said, and I quote, and I'm under the gun already, end quote. The whole text says, I wasn't in the city last night when you texted, or I wasn't in the city when you texted last night. Sorry, I can't do it though. They are cracking down on it, and I'm under the gun already.
That's what you said.
Is that not what you said?
That's what I said.
Okay.
And then you said, the first time I was forced, let's see. The first time I was forced. I can't do it again. Sorry, I was forced. But then you mentioned that a little birdie told you that there are some probie troopers who are dirty.
Which is true. I got told that by Mr. Drew Williams. He told me who they were. I'm pretty sure. I forget what names he said, but there is a couple probies that he did tell me that he paid off to let him get away scot-free and a buddy of his.
So that's more
that statement
information
was
that
true.
you'll sat on that you won't tell us about.
Right now you're looking at life.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing
Well,
that.
there's
Well,
no, you can't not.
That's what I'm saying is that's what I'm saying is if
That's
you
the
want to
sentence.
that's the sentence. If you want to
I'm
cooperate,
over here cooperating. What are you talking? I am. What do you mean?
Well,
I'm telling you exactly who, what.
Okay, well that's what Turtle was just saying was that you've had this information about these troopers that are dirty. You sold weapons.
All I know is I was told that they
and-
were. I don't know how true that was.
And so you don't think that that's something you should have reported?
I mean, I get the
Once
first
again,
time, you know,
once again,
gun to your head.
cops can be
you
dirty.
can't.
They can do what they want. So I kind of figured if you guys have been investigating me for however long, I would have figured you. Now that you guys have been saying you've been investigating me for, I would assume you would have been investigating everybody, no matter who they are.
Oh yeah,
rank
yeah.
they are,
We was just investigating random troopers that we, you know, it could be.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
It's not against the laws, is it?
No.
Okay, so who are the people that are who are the other dirty people that you're aware
I
of?
think the other one was like Mike or Blake. I don't even remember his name, to be honest with you right now. Actually, I don't. But I know he's a probie. There's a supposed two of them. Drew only gave me the one's name, and I don't remember who it is now. It should be in that text, though. One of the texts from Drew Williams.
So
I
how
remember
did he come
correctly.
to just tell you this? What did he just randomly tell you?
Because I was trying to get Marcus off my ass.
So basically, it sounds like you're just throwing a name
who
under
I'm
a
reading
bus.
the messages from then, right? I'm reading the conversation between you and Marcus here. And you told him that there were two probies that were dirty.
I'm pretty sure I gave him the name of the one, because I didn't get the name of the second one.
There was not a name provided.
I think we'll come back to this if you want to keep reading through Blitz, because it does get more interesting as you get further down, I think.
I could swear that I told him more than once that I wasn't going to do it. I'm pretty certain of that.
All right, Captain.
So-
Actually, I know I can. I remember I did, actually.
So, Marcus had told you that's not how things are going to go. You're not going to get paid. There isn't a way out. And that's when you said, there is a way out. I was forced to do it, et cetera, et cetera. Plus, we can't go off duty anymore due to something. There's no point in having that kind of money when I can't use it.
Correct me if I'm wrong. That doesn't sound illegal to say, and which is true. So,
Well, but you just told us that you weren't going to do it for money.
yeah, I know. I told him that right there in that text. It clearly just said that. What point would there have been of me having that kind of money if I can't use it? All I do
Okay,
is
so
go
how
on
did
duty
you
and
try
go
to
home.
refuse him giving you money today?
I told him I didn't want it at all, and he said I didn't have a choice. He just gave it to me. He just ended up giving it to me, no matter what.
Okay.
Okay.
So you then tell him about the other probies that are dirty. And Marcus said, I need to get the weapons one way or another. You give me the names. But other than that, it's on you. And you said, just look for the newest probies. Like I said, all I know is there's two of them. I don't know who they are. But
That
I
was
do
before
know.
I happened to get the name of the one.
But I do know they need money. How do you know that they need money?
Well,
Do you-
considering the fact Drew told me he was able to pay one or two of them off to get them away scot-free going to jail, I just kind of assumed that they need money if he was able to do that.
Okay. And then he said, I need 10 shotguns, 10 heavy snipers, 550 cal BMG. You get me that, and we'll call it quits.
And that's what I sold to him earlier. It was 10 of each, 10 of those, 10 of the shotguns, 10 of the snipers, and it was, I actually took a note of it. It was 500 of it, not 550, is what he said that he needed. And he said in order for me to get away and him not to ever bother me again, that's what I had to do. And why go to you whenever you gave me permission before to do some undercover work with Jeremy? I didn't know if that would extend over, and I asked you if I could do selling to try to get people, and you told me no. So why would I go to you guys when I got denied that?
Well, the deal that was a completely separate incident earlier. I was given the information, or there was a miscommunication somewhere along the line between you and Jeremy, and then Jeremy to me, where I was told that you had information about purchasing weapons. Under no circumstances did I approve you to sell weapons to anyone. I was told that you had someone that was interested in selling police grade weapons, and that's what I approved you to do that one time on a one-time basis. Am I wrong?
No.
So he tells you what he needs. You said, I can't do it. I'll find out who the probies are. That's the best that's the best I can do. Marcus said, give me the names and I can confirm them and check out, see if they're good. He said that he needed Marcus said he has buyers ASAP and that they want to get the stuff, and if you don't get them, that they're going to look elsewhere. You said, I don't want there to be bad blood, and then he said, just give me the names. And then, oh, this is interesting. Did you run a plate for him?
No, I actually did not do that.
Oh, you didn't actually run the plate, did you?
No.
Well, that's funny because he said, can you run a plate for me, and provided you a license plate and said, I need the name. And do you recall what your response was?
I know I gave him a name. I just don't know if it actually belonged to that person or not. I didn't physically run no plate when he texted me that.
Wait, so you just passed the name out to someone who's looking for someone, obviously, and you've just given a random name.
Well, what else am I supposed to do whenever someone's either giving me either one option? Give him what he fucking wants or get killed.
Can you run
there's
a
not
plate
much
for
more
me?
options I can do.
If he said, can you run a plate for me, you could have
It's
said,
not illegal.
no,
Was
I
it
can't.
illegal to say I can't run a plate? That's not illegal. I didn't think. Anybody troopers can run plates anytime we drive.
Hold on a minute. I just ran the plate. So you're telling me that you just randomly happened to get a text message?
You guys already know I'm lying about that anyways.
He said, I've just been held at gunpoint.
Yeah, he did.
Well, I'm not like as much as a bitch as he is when it comes to guns being pointed at me.
Oh, so you didn't come tell us because you didn't want to be a bitch.
Well, I also
Okay,
was
that
told
makes-
at the casino.
that makes more sense.
I
That
also
makes
was
more
told
sense.
at the casino he was going to kill you guys too. So I'm sorry. I'm trying to make sure you guys don't get killed. Also,
But you never said that
apologize.
before.
Didn't know I was against the law. I just said that 2 seconds ago.
Yeah, but you didn't say that before. You told us that you was threatening you. He was going to kill you. He was giving you the money. He was forcing you to take it. He put the briefcase on the floor in front of you, and you took it. That
He put
seems
it
like
in the
very
trunk
forced
of
to
the
me.
car.
And you didn't think to take it out?
Well, I didn't know what was in it. I
You
told him I
said-
didn't want no money. He didn't say tell me what. He told me there was no money in it.
Well, on the
So I said,
text, you
"Whatever,
said
dude."
there's
In
no
the
point in
text
doing it because
messages,
there's no
you
use for
said-
the money.
Exactly.
So, I think we all know what's going on here. You made a mistake, stupid mistake, but it was all on you, not anybody else. I mean, sure, they will be dealt with as well. They will be arrested for.
But they're not
For
going to get
buying a
anywhere near
firearm.
like what I got.
Really?
You ain't going to give them life. They didn't provide.
I mean, we've
they
got
didn't sell.
we've got people writing search warrants up. We've got people writing vehicle seizures up. We've got everything rolling. I mean, you're not going to know that though because we're never around. We never do anything, like you said. But we are actually. We're doing tons of stuff now to get this whole situation dealt with. You need to take more ownership for what's happened. Stop lying.
This has been a problem for a while, and we've just never had a level of cooperation from people or a level of information from people. I mean, you know that there's been dirty cops for a long time, right?
You know, and I didn't
You
want to
know,
become
and-
one of them.
Well, I mean
Fuck.
there's no one else to there's nobody to blame. Like after the Drew incident, you could have come to us and said, hey, here's what's going on, this happened, and I had to do it, which I completely understand, being held at gunpoint and being forced to do things. You know, that's fair. But you voluntarily today went and met and exchanged these weapons for money. Police grade weapons, a lot of them for money.
Yeah.
You know, like, I mean, that's the thing is, you know, we've been trying to skirt around and investigate this and find out the people who.
Right, so are we ready to transport now?
Yep,
I believe so.
we're ready.
All right.
You got any
Put the
questions
cuffs
for
on.
us?
Huh?
Any questions of
Any
us?
questions?
Yeah.
All right.
We're good.
All right,
All right, man. Well, we wish you the best.
let's roll.
Brian, you're coming with us, you know.
I hate those walks.
Make sure his cuffs are on.
So which one am I getting in this one or?
Yeah, I'll just turn around for me real quick.
Should we put him in the minivan and then have the Suburban in front and behind? I think that looks cool.
Oh, we already did.
Yeah, too late now.
All right, sorry, we're ready now. Are we driving normal speed with lights on, or what are we doing?
We'll max out about 70. Go, go, go. Cargo is arriving at the state penitentiary.
I'm also going back to regular air. I'm getting off TAC 3.
Hey, Brown, same.
.177 to 776. Go ahead. Where you at?
Route 13 station, sir. Just pre-op my vehicle, getting ready to roll out.
2-4. We'll be in there in a minute.
2-4.